I don't think design came naturally to me. I was a stockbroker for a year thanks to a friend of mine, and it just made me realize that I was not really keen towards the finance world. I fell into design because someone in the finance world was a very good friend of mine since we're kids. Had a colleague of his in a little bit in trouble and wanted to redesign his apartment to make him impactful in his day-to-day life. And he said, "Bruno, I love your apartment. Would you mind doing it as a favor?" I'm like, "Sure." I felt, lifted, and I was doing it because I wanted to do it.
I was wondering if it's you.
You okay?
Yeah.
No valid new car, no problems. We're good. Cool. Let's go. I'll have to behave myself. Or else your camera's gonna fly back. Sometimes there's so many roads, and then Google Maps is a little bit slow sometimes, and then you miss it. And then the Dubai way. If you miss the exit, and you're in a longer trip than you expected. At the same time, I remember getting to Dubai. I mean, there was no Google Maps, right? So you expected to do everything 3 times. Hi Mahesh, we are just arriving. I'll be outside at the front gate. Cold in Dubai. Doesn't make sense, right?
It's called the LBD blend.
Okay.
I get it on subscription basis. They send 3 packets every 3 weeks.
So your protein comes in subscription. Your creatine comes in prescription, and the coffee.
Look at this, Bruno.
There you go. I knew. There you go.
Oh my God.
I used to be an OMAD diet, but now I do at least 20, 23 hours or 22, at least 20 hours.
He's done 75-hour fasts, right?
I've done a maximum of 7-day fast, Sunday to Sunday. So David, coffee?
Yes.
Double?
Yes.
Okay, I don't have any shape, but I believe the consistency of the milk.
It looks, I'm excited.
No,
It
now I'm
actually
like,
looks like a dessert.
I should have ordered cappuccino.
When's the last time, Mahesh, you've been on one of these boat kind of taxi on the creek?
Long time.
You go through a little bit of the old souk, and then you have all the taxi stand there.
This is the parliament, huh? This is the divan.
I knew that. Yeah. But see, I like that sound. And,
Growing up in Dubai, as kids, we all witnessed, how visionary projects changed the city's skyline. I think in the late 1990s and the early 2000s, real estate projects, started, coming up all over Dubai. Since childhood, where you've seen all this growth happening and all these changes happening, it brings some sort of a motivation how you can be involved in this transformative change in Dubai. I always wanted to do a branded residence concept. Luckily, the land we bought on Sheikh Zayed had permissions for a residence, had permission for offices, had permission for hotel. You can't go wrong. You're right in front of Sheikh Zayed Road. It all fell in place. The design was so good. I was very keen on doing a project with BG.
I think the way we started the relationship with Seeb, and it was just a very organic way to meet. We were kind of given the liberty of let's study and let's come up with something different. I think that was what makes this special.
Very few projects I have seen as of today that offer such generous spaces and such living, comfortable spaces. And if you do find they're going to be, it'll be available to those limited 1 or 2% of the population.
What is unique about the Chedi?
What's unique about Chedi? Okay, let me show you the project itself. The way this building was designed, that everyone has only one view, which is facing palm. There is no back view.
We've put one parking spot for every bedroom. You have a 4-bedroom, you have 4 spots. A big part of what we want to do to make sure that people had a list of benefits from, choosing this project, not let alone the design and the space, but the services and back of house as well.
This building consists of 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms. We've got duplexes, then we've got penthouse duplexes and a penthouse triplex. Let's start with the 2 bedrooms. We've got 38 units in 2 parts of the building. Every floor has 2 units of 2 bedrooms. It's approximately 2,700 square foot of internal space and around 800 square foot of terrace outside living area. Coming to the 60 units of the 3 bedrooms, 30 units this side. And so basically, let me start with the orientation of the building, okay? The east is behind you and the west sets here. So I don't know how you would put this in the video. I don't know how, okay. We've got 30 units of east 3 bedrooms and 30 units of west 3 bedrooms. We've got 11 super premium 4 bedrooms on the top 11 floors. We've got 6 units of penthouse duplexes on various levels. Penthouse duplex comes at an enormous space of 25,000 square feet. And the crown jewel is the penthouse triplex, which is approximately 32 to 33,000 square feet. And we've got one more floor of amenities, call it the Sky Social, which again has an in-house private restaurant, 30-meter pool, and an area to walk, to do your morning walks.
This tower has 3 times less people than any other tower. It's the openness of the space. Even when you look at the layouts, we really put very big couches and lounges within the layout so that we can feel the space compared to typical developers where you have the furniture so the plans look big. We really want to give openness. I mean, even in our offices here, we love to give space to our staff. Why? Because it improves the quality of life.
Sometimes it's very difficult to bring a community into a high-rise tower. It wasn't something that we'd seen in Dubai before in terms of the size of the units, the thought process behind it. We could see it was a proper, well thought out end user product where people are starting to say, what are the materials? Let's scrutinize floor plans. Let's understand space efficiency. Dubai's changed. If you look what's happened over the last 24 or so months is there is a flight to quality. And I think as far as the brand Chedi is concerned, the one thing that always comes through is the unbelievable service.
My father was always constructing something, whether it was supermarkets, whether it was shopping malls, whether it was a residence building.
What he's saying is they have some electric, but all the tourists want this noise.
Yeah, it's part of the romance, right?
Yeah, he says these are the electric ones.
I remember he taking me along to these construction sites. This is one more thing that fuels my passion for construction and developing things.
This is how we used to travel when we were kids. We used to come back from school. Our parents or my mother used to send me to tuitions, and we used to live in Par Dubai, and our tuitions used to be in Dera.
Yeah.
And that time there was no drivers or picking you up or leaving you to tuitions. Mom used to give you, here's your money, catch the Abra, go to your class.
When you get a piece of land like this, which is on Sheikh Zayed Road, it's pretty clear that you have to develop something that is significant, that will only add to the Dubai skyline. One of my partners from Oman introduced me to Stefan from Chedi, and all I did is just presented the concept to him.
The name on the building means nothing ultimately unless you can truly experience the service we want to deliver. Chedi really journey unbound. That's what the brand stands for. We are culturally connected. We will adapt to where we are in the market. And the same is for Dubai for our first residential tower, that we will insert and implement culturally connected elements from a product, from a service delivery, that you feel you're not in London, you're not in Switzerland, you're not in Hong Kong, you actually have arrived in Dubai. A sense of place. We want to set a new mark of what is the new residential experience with our partnerships, with an incredible design.
The design philosophy that we had, they embraced it 100%, and but then on top of that, adding their flavor as well. So it was a great marriage.
Morning.
Morning.
Getting some sun?
Louis.
Stefan. Just to preserve part of the heritage and everything with the shells and all this. No, come on, please. You're part of the heritage. Do that again, that was too casual. We have preserved shells, material from 100 years ago. It's busy, looks like, you see, very traditional actually. And that's part of Chedi as well. I think as we're gonna walk around, part of where we are here with the heritage in Sharjah is that's what Chedi stands as well, that we have unique partnerships, unique locations. You're open.
We are open.
First one open, eh? Yeah. It's the hospitality, that's our core business. And I think that's where we can excel. It's not the golden chandelier, which you will appreciate, which we won't have.
Yeah.
How was the festive? Was it busy?
No busy.
Not too busy, huh? It was quiet now.
Yeah.
But it's the extra space in comparison to everything else what's in the market. But we do not want to have a standard menu of what services we can deliver and not deliver. We just want to say yes. I'm the head of Chedi actually, so I'm just... Stefan, how are you? Your dog needs to go to the daycare. We will arrange that. What are you guys doing?
We're shooting for Hia magazine.
Oh wow, excellent.
Yeah, editorial, a very cool editorial. Yeah.
You need a model? You're rich because you've just been on vacation to Canada. We're gonna fill up your fridge. So when you come home to your home, you're ready to go the next days. How are you?
Good evening.
We've seen each other. People want the service. People will always pay if they get the service. Hi, Mon. You're the model. Okay, move. You and me are the model, correct? Let's do that quickly and then we're done. And so I think this is part of the big change we be able to bring to the market, is that approach to service. And with that, it will create community. You want a younger model, or is that...
Of course, we always want a younger one.
Guys, enjoy your day, okay? Thank you very much. Thanks, bye-bye. The enjoyment is if you can turn around an unhappy customer into a loyal customer. That is very exciting. Salam alaikum.
How you turn an unhappy customer to the happy one?
Listening, that's number one. Because the most problem we have in general in the business is we do not listen, we just talk, and then we find excuses. Give the customer what they want. And I think it's a recipe of success. I think, and I've proven, and I've seen this being 35 years plus in the business. So I think it just works.
So you let me know whenever you're ready.
1 sec. Yeah, let's go.
Okay, good. I think it comes back to being a designer. You're lucky that by the way you design and create spaces, you dictate how people feel. Slip and slide. Stop right over here. Yeah, perfect. Good to go? creating these spaces in the Chedi Private Residences, our job is to create a level of serenity that a client would only wish to have. That's part of the journey, and being so humble to be able to create these spaces and create the flow of an apartment and envision a family being there. And I think if you do it with passion and you do it with understanding who and how you will live there, then you can't fail. If you're doing it just as a product with no soul, there's nothing there. And that's just not what we do.
It's not always only about the money, because the true excitement and the passion for something to be done, to be delivered, comes through people's involvement and commitment and partnerships. We have wonderful partners, and of course for Dubai, that's now a personal thing as well. For me, giving back. I have been here for soon 30 years, on and off.
So there we go, right there. This is where we are.
For me, the word luxury grossly overused in Dubai, and especially when people use the word affordable luxury. I'm not sure you can link the two together. I think for me, who the buyer is going to be is a discerning buyer. Somebody who can look at the thought process behind everything. A person who knows the brand will immediately see the differences.
Vision, identifying a land, seeing a potential in it, and see how you can contribute in terms of developing that piece of land. This is what is motivating me to contribute to this change in Dubai. Start slowly, understand where you're working. You are bound to make mistakes, learn from those mistakes, and carry on.
David, you can hear us? Yes? Oh, so if we talk anything wrong, you can hear us. If we talk anything bad about David, you can hear us.
Much warmer. It's much warmer. It's fine.
We can just leave him. We'll leave you here. How about that?
You can take the sunset and the sunrise.
What do you think?
Where I'm sketching something on an environment, and then I'm sketching what I want to do, and then after I get the idea out, I just I'm done. It goes out the door and it goes right back to digital.
Just
Go inside.
go inside, close the door, and come out.
I think you know what I mean, yeah.
So we just look at each other, not the camera.
Yeah. You look at each other.
And then we go outside to the exterior where we do the finishes and the exterior, what do I say? The exterior envelope, yeah. Rest away.
Did you take sketch paper when you were in school? You had sketch, yeah? See, she can't work without sketch paper, See the tree split, so a lot of people go there. And
This one, right?
yeah, this one, yeah. They call it the yoga tree.
What an entrance. But he has a story to tell. And I would like to just take a moment to tell the story, what the significance is of this door. We have two rings, left and the right. And according to the histories, one side meant to be for the female visitors. Opposite side was for male visitors. And being in front and behind closed doors, either party knew who is in the front and in the back, and according to that, the hospitality and the receiving, the welcoming committee was ready to receive anyone to their home. Again, very basic, very simple, but it's a story to tell. And I think this is something we stand for, is we're telling stories and we implement tremendous and outstanding services 24/7, as we say. It's the unexpected, and I think that makes a big difference today.